Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. How many of you have ever held back from speaking your truth simply because you didn't want to offend someone? How many times have you been told you're too nice? Well, I've got something important to tell you today. Stop being nice. In the world we live in today, it's often praised to be nice. People are encouraged to be friendly, accommodating, and agreeable. But there's a harsh reality many don't talk about. Being nice does not guarantee success. In fact, being too nice can actually prevent you from achieving your full potential and stepping into your greatness. When you're constantly trying to please others and avoid confrontation, you sacrifice your own needs and desires in the process. Success is not handed to the people who are always agreeing with others, staying in the background, or letting opportunities pass them by. Success is given to those who step up, take risks, and advocate for themselves and their goals. Being nice often means making yourself small to make others feel comfortable. It means staying silent in meetings, even when you have brilliant ideas, because you don't want to ruffle any feathers. It means saying yes when you want to say no, out of fear of disappointing others. It means putting your dreams on hold because you don't want to step on anyone's toes. The truth is, niceness can be a form of self-sabotage. It's a way of avoiding confrontation, avoiding discomfort, and avoiding the hard work required to rise above the ordinary. When you're too nice, you're too focused on what everyone else wants, and you lose sight of what you need to move forward in life. Look at the people who have made significant strides in their careers and personal lives. They are not the ones who are constantly saying yes to every request or agreeing with every opinion. They are the ones who assert their needs, defend their boundaries, and make bold decisions that move them toward their goals. They know that success doesn't come from being liked by everyone. It comes from being strategic, intentional, and relentless in your pursuit of what matters. Success demands hard choices. It demands that you make decisions that may upset some people along the way. It demands that you have the courage to stand up for yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. Being nice might make people like you, but it won't make them respect you in the long run. Respect comes from your ability to take charge of your own life, to stand tall in your beliefs, and to pursue your goals without hesitation. Furthermore, success requires that you be able to say no. When you're always saying yes out of kindness or fear of rejection, you're overcommitting your time and energy. You end up stretched too thin and distracted from what truly matters to you. The power to say no is a skill that many successful people have mastered. It's about understanding that you can't do everything for everyone, and that prioritizing your own success is not selfish, it's necessary. Being too nice can also prevent you from handling difficult situations. When problems arise, you may shy away from addressing them head on in an effort to keep the peace. But in the real world, issues don't get solved by avoiding them. Success is about facing challenges head on, solving problems and finding solutions, no matter how uncomfortable it might be. In summary, being nice might get you through social situations, but it won't get you ahead in life. Success requires you to step into your power, to assert your worth, and to be willing to disrupt the status quo when necessary. It's time to stop being nice and start being strategic about your journey to success. Standing up for yourself is one of the most important skills you can develop, yet it's often one of the most difficult for many people. From childhood, many of us are taught to avoid conflict, to be accommodating, and to keep the peace at all costs. While there is a time and place for compromise, you must also recognize the moments when standing up for yourself is non-negotiable. If you want to succeed in life, whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal growth, you must be willing to assert yourself and advocate for your needs, values, and boundaries. Allowing others to dictate your path or settle for less than what you deserve will never lead to fulfillment. To begin with, standing up for yourself requires recognizing your worth. Too many people settle for less because they don't believe they deserve more. They shrink back when opportunities arise because they doubt their own abilities. But the truth is, you are worthy of respect, recognition, and success just as much as anyone else. If you don't stand up for yourself, if you don't assert your boundaries and needs, no one will do it for you. You must be your own biggest advocate. This doesn't mean being combative or aggressive, but it means learning to express your thoughts, desires, and feelings in a direct, confident way. When you stand up for yourself, you send a message to others that you value yourself and your time. You teach them how to treat you. When you allow others to disregard your needs, you reinforce the idea that you're not worthy of respect. But when you speak up and defend your beliefs, you're demonstrating that you won't tolerate anything less than what you deserve. Standing up for yourself also means setting boundaries. Boundaries are the limits you set to protect your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. Without boundaries, people will continue to take advantage of your time, your energy, and your resources. You might say yes when you really want to say no, because you're afraid of disappointing others or creating conflict. But constantly overcommitting yourself is a surefire way to burn out and lose sight of your own goals. When you set clear boundaries, you're not only protecting your energy, but you're also showing others that you have a sense of self-respect. Boundaries allow you to say no without feeling guilty and to prioritize your own needs without fear of rejection or judgment. Boundaries aren't walls. They're fences that keep you safe and help you thrive. Another essential part of standing up for yourself is learning to speak your truth. Far too often, people hold back their opinions, desires, or concerns because they fear how others will react. They stay silent when they should speak out, afraid of confrontation or upsetting the status quo. But here's the reality. When you withhold your truth, you're not doing anyone any favors. Not yourself, not the people around you. Speaking your truth brings clarity to the situation. It fosters open communication, and it allows for genuine connection. Sometimes standing up for yourself means having difficult conversations, facing uncomfortable truths, and confronting others when necessary. It may feel daunting at first, but when you practice standing up for yourself, you gain confidence. You start to understand that your voice matters, your perspective matters, and that you're entitled to express your needs. Lastly, standing up for yourself helps you grow. When you stand firm in your decisions and beliefs, even when others disagree, you develop resilience and self-assurance. You begin to trust yourself more. And that trust in your own judgment and abilities is a critical part of personal growth. Success doesn't come from passivity or avoiding confrontation. It comes from learning how to navigate the challenges that life throws your way and staying true to who you are along the journey. Standing up for yourself is not just about claiming your space in the world. It's about claiming your life. It's about taking ownership of your future and refusing to let anyone or anything hold you back. Growth is not a smooth, easy path. It is often messy, challenging, and uncomfortable. The idea that growth comes from discomfort might sound counterintuitive to many, especially in a world that promotes comfort, convenience, and ease. However, the most significant strides we make in life come from stepping outside of our comfort zones and confronting the challenges that come our way. Growth isn't found in the familiar. It's discovered in the unknown and the difficult. When we experience discomfort, we are being stretched beyond what we thought was possible. The body and mind respond to discomfort by expanding, adapting, and strengthening. For example, think about how muscles grow when they are pushed to their limits during exercise. The process of breaking down and rebuilding is uncomfortable, yet that discomfort leads to greater strength. The same principle applies to personal development. If you are always seeking comfort, staying in environments that feel safe and predictable, you limit your ability to grow. Growth demands that you face uncertainty, take risks, and face challenges head-on. When you push yourself into situations that stretch your limits, whether it's pursuing a new career, learning a new skill, or overcoming personal obstacles, You unlock new dimensions of your potential. The discomfort you feel is a signal that you are evolving, learning, and expanding in ways you would not if you stayed within your comfortable boundaries. For many, the fear of discomfort holds them back. People often avoid taking risks because they fear failure, rejection, or the unknown. The fear of discomfort keeps people stuck in a cycle of mediocrity. They stay where it feels safe, and as a result, they miss out on opportunities for growth and advancement. However, those who embrace discomfort understand that failure is not the opposite of success, but a crucial part of the journey. They know that growth cannot happen without taking the risk of failure, and failure doesn't define them, it refines them. For I talk here, and I should be telling them that, discomfort comes in many forms. Sometimes it's the anxiety of stepping into a new environment, like starting a new job or speaking in front of a crowd. Other times it may manifest as physical or emotional strain when you're working toward a goal. The discomfort might come from the vulnerability of trying something you've never done before, or confronting aspects of yourself that you'd rather avoid. But in each instance, discomfort is an invitation to learn, to adapt, and to grow. Another key aspect of discomfort is that it helps to build resilience. When you consistently face discomfort and push through, you become stronger. Resilience isn't built by avoiding hardship. It is built by going through it and coming out the other side. Over time, as you confront uncomfortable situations, you develop the mental toughness and emotional strength needed to persevere through life's challenges. Every time you experience discomfort and overcome it, you become more capable of handling the next obstacle that comes your way. The greatest achievers, leaders, and innovators all have one thing in common. They didn't shy away from discomfort. Instead, they leaned into it. They took risks, faced failure, and navigated through tough times. The discomfort they endured was not a barrier, it was the catalyst that propelled them to greatness. They understood that growth is not linear. It involves setbacks, mistakes, and moments of discomfort. But each of these experiences ultimately contributes to their development and success. In addition to building resilience, discomfort also pushes you toward new learning opportunities. It forces you to adapt, think creatively, and find new solutions to problems you encounter. Without discomfort, there would be no need for innovation. The greatest breakthroughs in human history have come from those who were willing to step outside the status quo and challenge what was known. If you remain comfortable, you remain stagnant. But if you embrace discomfort, you begin to see new possibilities and paths that were previously out of sight. Embracing discomfort is also essential for personal transformation. Whether you're working to overcome negative habits, build self-confidence, or heal from past wounds, the process is rarely easy or straightforward. Transformation requires you to confront and move through difficult emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. This discomfort, though challenging, is what leads to profound change. It is the discomfort of facing your fears, doubts, and insecurities that ultimately allows you to break free from old patterns and create new, healthier ways of being. Ultimately, the growth that comes from discomfort is invaluable. It's the key to achieving your full potential and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. When you actively seek out discomfort and push yourself to grow beyond your current limitations, you are setting yourself up for success in ways that comfort could never provide. Being nice is often viewed as one of the most admirable qualities in a person. It's the characteristic that wins people over, creates harmony in relationships, and makes others feel valued. However, while niceness can make you liked, it doesn't necessarily make you successful or push you ahead in life. In fact, nice people, those who constantly try to avoid conflict, say yes to every request, and put others' needs before their own, often find themselves stuck, overlooked, and passed by in a competitive world. The reality is, niceness alone is not enough to get ahead. Success requires more than just being agreeable or maintaining the peace. It demands assertiveness, confidence, and a willingness to challenge the status quo. People who are always trying to be nice tend to avoid conflict, suppress their own desires, and sometimes even betray their own values in an attempt to keep others happy. While this might make for smooth social interactions, it doesn't move them closer to their goals. Being nice often leads to people-pleasing behavior, where the need for approval and acceptance overrides personal needs and aspirations. This kind of behavior prevents individuals from making bold decisions, saying no when necessary, or taking risks that could propel them forward. The fear of upsetting others can become paralyzing, and as a result, nice people may stay in jobs they don't enjoy, relationships that don't serve them, or situations that prevent them from reaching their full potential. People pleasers often stay in situations that feel comfortable but are ultimately limiting. Success doesn't come from staying comfortable, it comes from being willing to step outside that zone and push against the current. Furthermore, nice people tend to struggle with setting boundaries. They often say yes to commitments that they have no interest in, out of fear of disappointing others or being perceived as uncooperative. This can result in them being overextended, feeling burned out, and failing to prioritize what truly matters to them. By saying yes to everything, they ultimately say no to their own dreams. To achieve success, it's important to protect your time and energy, and this requires the ability to say no when it doesn't align with your priorities. Unfortunately, nice people often find themselves in a cycle of overcommitment, which detracts from their ability to focus on their own goals. In the workplace, nice people may avoid advocating for themselves, whether it's negotiating for a raise, speaking up in meetings, or taking credit for their achievements. They might feel uncomfortable drawing attention to themselves, preferring instead to quietly go about their tasks and hope that their efforts will be recognized. While humility is a virtue, too much humility can result in being overlooked or undervalued. Success doesn't come to those who wait for it to be handed to them. It comes to those who are willing to speak up, claim their value, and assert their worth. Additionally, nice people may have difficulty handling conflict or confrontation. The natural instinct for many nice individuals is to avoid confrontation at all costs. But in doing so, they miss out on opportunities for growth, resolution, and improvement. Conflict is a natural part of life and is often necessary for personal and professional development. When nice people avoid conflict, they don't confront the issues that need to be addressed, which can cause unresolved tensions, resentment, or missed opportunities for learning. Those who are willing to face conflict head-on are often the ones who come out stronger and more successful on the other side. Another reason nice people may not get ahead is that they often lack the self-confidence to assert themselves and pursue their ambitions. When you're constantly trying to be nice to others, you might end up downplaying your talents, undercutting your potential, or doubting your own abilities. You may hold back from pursuing opportunities because you're afraid of what others will think, or because you don't want to rock the boat. However, success requires a certain level of self-belief and courage. Nice people often shy away from taking the bold actions necessary to push themselves forward, waiting for the right moment or for someone else to give them permission. Success also demands focus, determination, and sometimes even sacrifice. Nice people often find it difficult to make tough decisions because they want to keep everyone happy. But the reality is sometimes you have to make hard choices. Whether it's saying no to social invitations, turning down requests for help, or even parting ways with people who are holding you back. Success is built on the ability to make decisions that are in your best interest, not just in the interest of others. In summary, being nice is important, but it's not enough on its own to get ahead in life. Success requires boldness, self-advocacy, and the courage to prioritize your own needs and ambitions. Those who stand out in life are the ones who are willing to take risks, speak up, and take charge of their own future. While being nice will earn you friends, it won't necessarily earn you the success you deserve. To get ahead, you must be willing to step into your power, assert yourself, and make decisions that serve your goals, even when it's uncomfortable. Saying no is often seen as a negative response in our society. It's something people shy away from, fearing rejection or the possibility of disappointing others. We are conditioned to believe that saying yes is the key to being liked, successful, and valuable. However, in reality, the power of no is one of the most transformative tools you can wield, not just for your success, but for your well-being and personal growth. First, it's important to recognize that saying no is not about being rude or disrespectful. It's not about shutting others down or being unhelpful. Instead, saying no is an act of self-preservation and self-respect. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your values, goals, or priorities, you are saying no to your own dreams and desires. You are diverting your time, energy, and resources away from what truly matters to you. And in doing so, you diminish your ability to focus on what is truly important. One of the most empowering aspects of saying no is that it allows you to set boundaries. Boundaries are essential for maintaining your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. Without clear boundaries, you risk overcommitting yourself, burning out, and neglecting your own needs. Setting boundaries is not about pushing people away. It's about creating a healthy space where you can prioritize your own goals, health, and happiness. When you say no, you are sending a clear message to others that your time and energy are valuable, and you're not willing to let them be drained by commitments that don't align with your purpose. Saying no also allows you to make room for the things that matter most in your life. It gives you the freedom to focus on your own goals, passions, and ambitions. When you stop saying yes to everything, you stop spreading yourself too thin. Instead, you can invest your time and energy into the projects, people, and experiences that bring you joy and fulfillment. It's through saying no that you create space for growth, for personal development, and for the pursuit of your true purpose. You create purpose for yourself, and moreover, saying no helps you develop a sense of self-awareness. It forces you to examine what is truly important to you and what you are willing to accept. Many people say yes to things out of habit, out of fear of disappointing others, or because they want to avoid conflict. But when you start saying no, you begin to reflect on what truly serves your values and your long-term vision. You learn to prioritize your own needs, desires, and goals. In doing so, you gain a deeper understanding of yourself and your journey. Another powerful aspect of the no is that it helps you maintain your integrity. When you say yes to something that goes against your beliefs or values, you are compromising who you are. You may feel resentment or regret later, and this can erode your sense of self-respect. By saying no, you stand firm in your convictions and avoid compromising your principles. It's a way of staying true to yourself and honoring what you believe is right, even if it's uncomfortable or unpopular. Saying no also plays a significant role in managing your time and energy. In today's fast-paced world, we are constantly bombarded with requests, demands, and distractions. People want your attention, your help, your time, and while it's natural to want to be supportive, constantly saying yes can lead to overwhelm. By saying no, you take control of your schedule and ensure that you are not overwhelmed by obligations that don't serve your bigger picture. It allows you to be more selective about where you direct your energy and focus, ultimately leading to better productivity and a higher quality of work. In the professional world, learning to say no is particularly important. It's crucial for career growth and advancement. If you're always saying yes to every task or project, you risk becoming overburdened and underappreciated. Saying no to the wrong opportunities frees up your time and resources to say yes to the right ones. It allows you to focus on tasks that align with your strengths, goals, and long-term success. Moreover, saying no can be a powerful way to assert your value in the workplace. When you say no to things that don't serve your goals or don't align with your skill set, you demonstrate that you are intentional with your work and that you prioritize your time and energy wisely. Finally, saying no is an important tool for maintaining healthy relationships. Many people say yes to avoid conflict or because they fear hurting someone's feelings. But in doing so, they may inadvertently create resentment or build unhealthy dynamics. By saying no, you set clear expectations and foster more honest and respectful relationships. People who truly value and respect you will understand your need to set boundaries and prioritize your own well-being. And if they don't, their respect for you will ultimately be compromised anyway. Saying no to unhealthy relationships, toxic people, or unbalanced dynamics is essential for protecting your peace and happiness. In summary, the power of no is about taking control of your time, energy, and life. It's about setting boundaries, protecting your well-being, and ensuring that you are focused on what truly matters to you. Saying no is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength, clarity, and self-respect. It allows you to prioritize your goals, make better decisions, and create space for the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. In a world that is constantly trying to define how we should look, behave, and succeed, the pressure to seek approval from others can feel overwhelming. Whether it's from family, friends, colleagues, or society at large, the need for validation often overshadows the importance of staying true to who we really are. We are taught from an early age to seek approval, to fit in, and to mold ourselves to the expectations of those around us. However, the pursuit of authenticity is far more important than chasing the approval of others. Authenticity is the foundation of a life that is not only fulfilling but also empowering, because when we choose authenticity over approval, we step into our true power. The need for approval often arises from the fear of rejection. We want to be accepted, to be liked, and to be seen as good in the eyes of others. This can lead to people-pleasing behavior, where we bend ourselves into shapes that aren't true to our nature in order to gain approval. While it may provide short-term comfort or validation, this can be incredibly draining in the long run. The problem with seeking constant approval is that it keeps us stuck in a cycle of pretending to be someone we're not. We suppress our real thoughts, desires, and opinions, all in an effort to conform to external standards of what is considered acceptable or worthy. Choosing authenticity, on the other hand, means being unapologetically yourself, even if it means not meeting everyone else's expectations. Authenticity is the act of being real, of showing up as you are, without fear or hesitation. It's about aligning your actions, words, and choices with your core values and beliefs, regardless of how they may be perceived by others. When you embrace your authenticity, you are no longer at the mercy of other people's opinions. You are living in alignment with your true self.